Turbo Thunder Gaming.
Hello and welcome back to another Quickie. My name is Out Gaming and today we will go through all the useless things in the game. With useless I mean stuff, if you remove these it will not impact any matches whatsoever. And the honorable mentions are just underpowered units or structures that actually could need some buff and they could be used in metagames. And the first on the list is the chain link fence. Yes, it's actually a wall fragment in the game. This is an excellent game I had versus this very nice APC Inji guy. And here I actually do build sandbags because I want to prevent the APC from reaching my construction yard. And it does pay off. So a chain link here, maybe if he had more bikes in the mix, I could have built a chain link or even a concrete wall. But he never targets the sandbags, so in this scenario I still think sandbags were the better choice, the cheaper variant. I could have even blocked the bottom here, but here you can see why sandbags suck, because my grenadiers and advanced cutter actually do destroy one segment. So it's kind of risky as a GDI to have the sandbags, because most of your basic units destroy the walls. So maybe a chain link there would have been better. Here's another new game from the last season where I actually did build a chain link fence just to test it out. And the thing is here I spam medium tanks, so if they miss the buggy they can actually destroy the wall. But once again, I don't damage the walls at all, so I could have done the same exact thing here with the sandbag. And then I also noticed when you sell the chain link, it's the only uneven cost structure in the game, 75. So you actually lose $1 when you sell it. So even that is bad here. The iron cannon can only kill like one layer. So it takes one shot to kill a sandbag, 2 shots to kill a chain link, and 3 to kill a concrete wall. The second completely useless thing in the game is the ability to build the MCV after you get like iron cannon or Temple of Nod. It's the highest tech unit in the game. And it also costs 5,000, which means it takes forever to build. Even in this game, I let him snipe my CI after I teched up, just so I can build it, just for this video. And still, I beat him before I can even construct it. So it's completely useless. And here's another guy, I was just memeing on him. So I built the MCV, I drove it without any protection into his base, I just shit on him. So yeah, it's literally the definition of a meme unit. The only good thing with like Red Alert is that they actually made it so you can build it after repair facility, and it only cost I think 2,500. So yeah, that's something that could have done here too. It's the only chains I would want taken from Red Alert over to this game. Maybe not even a repair facility, like just let you build it from the get-go. Because you still need 5,000. So yeah. There's so many cheese tactics in this specific game where you just snipe the CI and then it's a stalemate or you win. So actually having the ability to build the MCV from the get-go could have been actually great for the game. And I don't think people would actually do this on meta games. like you still can't do this if you have a good opponent, even if you can build the MCV from the get-go. So yeah, this is another unit that's never seen in an actual ladder game. This is an actual ladder game, but as I said, I was just shitting on him. And I think why they did this is because of the campaign. You can only build the MCV at the final level, and it's so the nuke don't actually want to kill you. So you actually have a comeback mechanism, which is the MCV. So yeah, that's one change they should have kept for the campaign only, and actually buffed the MCV in the ladder. Now over to the honorable mentions. The first one is rocket soldiers and artillery and light tank. All of these you do actually see on even the pro level of games. It doesn't mean they are good. That's what people need to understand. Like if you spam rocket soldiers versus Apache Caesar, the only reason you do that is because it's, at least for GDI, it's the only anti-air they freaking have. That doesn't make the rocket soldier good, even if you see it on every single game. It sucks. It's 300, it doesn't have the DPS of 3 minigunners or anything that costs the same. And the artillery, it has the really great use of killing grenadier spams. If you destroy the opponent's CI and weapons factory, then you can spam artillery to actually maintain the infantry spam. It still sucks because I want an artillery to actually counter the base defenses, but it has the same range as everything but the guard tower. So yeah, artillery can kill basic guard towers and infantry. Hooray! It sucks. And light tank is a soft counter to buggy and Humvees and I guess APC. And also a soft counter to flame tanks. It's quite funny. If you leave a light tank next to a flame tank, they actually draw. So it's not like a super hard counter. It's just a very soft counter to a few things. So it's still better to just spam buggies and bikes. Next on the list is Advanced Power Plant. It doesn't actually have double the HP even, you would think that, but it's more like 30 or 33% more than the regular power plant. But in this scenario, I think having one advanced power plant in the middle of there, which they actually can't destroy, would have been better to replace a regular power plant there. And in my next game here, I actually do build an advanced power plant out of the enemy site, because he was focused on destroying my CI, and I needed power to actually get my advanced guard towers. So I actually built the advanced power plant out of his vision, and he probably thinks the one regular power plant is the only one I have. So he's like ready to sacrifice all of his infantry to destroy that. But I always had 200 power extra. So in this case it paid off. But it's still really bad. And also, if you ever get the super weapons, the advanced power plant can actually take a nuke. The regular power plant will actually destroy. So that's one neat thing the advanced power plant has going on. It's to defend against the nukes. Iron cannon actually wrecks it, so don't build it versus iron cannon. Next on the list is stealth tanks. They aren't useless, but they are really underpowered. I actually did a stealth tank breakdown, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Then you have harvesters from the airstrip. This is kinda like the MCV, only in specific scenarios you actually do this. It's slightly cheaper than just rebuilding a refinery, but it's the time that's the thing here. you can build refineries super fast, so you always build a refinery if you have a construction yard. So in these few scenarios, I got Apache seized and my construction yard got killed very early in the game. So I actually built a harvester from the airstrip and it paid off. And both of these games were won. Chem Warriors, they are actually good. The only reason Emerellas and Chem Warriors are on this list is because you unlock them after Temple of Nod, which is ridiculous. The only good units, the only good uses I have found for Chem Warrior is that on ladder, when you scout with infantries, you always need to memorize where the tip batches are. So all the noobs usually kill the scouts from Tiberian exposure. So Chem Warrior, they cost 300, which is a lot, but you could use them on like Monkey in the middle. Just send one Chem Warrior early on in the middle section just to scout. And it's better than the flamethrower unit. They also are slow. They're as slow as minigunners. So even if they were tier 1, I don't think they would be OP. I honestly think Chem Warriors and flamethrowers as tier 1 would have different uses. You could use Chem Warriors to scout early on. You don't need to care about the Tiberian. And you can also do like death squads. You can have 5 Chem Warriors go around the map and maybe snipe a construction yard. You can still do all of this with flamethrowers or grenadiers, but the Chem Warrior could actually be a little sneakier in that, and it will never die to Tiberium. When you do build a Chem Warrior, it's usually super late game, and the Tiberium is gone. Like you have already harvested the whole fucking map. So the whole immune to Tiberium becomes useless late game. That's when I want the Chem Warrior to be tier 1. Because then you can actually use them. You can fight on top of the Tiberium. You can harass harvesters. You name it. It's a good unit, but it's useless late game. And the Emerellas, it would be useful after comm center. You can kill hordes of infantry like the artillery, and you can also kill the Orcas and Apaches if you have a few of them. But late game, it's completely useless. MCV, Emerellas, Chem Warrior late game is just completely useless. You will never have any use for them. So if all of these units were low tech, they would actually be decent. So there you have it. Chain link fence to the dumpsters. I'm actually quite glad that there weren't that many completely useless units or structures. Just a few underused ones, but you can still, you don't like instantly lose if you build any of these units. You can build them and have a laugh. But the chain link, I honestly don't see any great use of it ever. Sandbags and concrete walls does the work better. So thanks for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. It takes me a shit ton of time to make these videos just for you, for free. So it doesn't take a lot to just hit the like button. And the season is ending, so we're gonna get on to season 15, and yeah, lots more CNC content coming at ya. I'm your host, Out Gaming, and see you next time.